Good morning, everyone from Florence. Welcome to the opening of the first edition of the World in Florence, the first festival of the cultural expression in the world. And a big and great and heartfelt welcome to everybody from the Romualdo Del Bianco Foundation and its Life Beyond Tourism movement. So we are here ready to start. We welcome in presence the delegation of the South Moravia region from Czech Republic, that in spite of the global problems, they were so brave and great to guarantee their presence here in the festival. And without any other hesitation, I would like to start immediately and give the floor to Carlotta Del Bianco, President of the Life Beyond Tourism Travel to Dialogue movement, for her greeting message, and following Professor Aurora Savelli from the steering committee of the festival will also deliver her greeting message. Again, thank you very much for all those who are connected now and will connect soon in coming time. Enjoy the first edition of the festival, the World in Florence. Thank you again, and let's start. Carlotta, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Simone. Welcome to this first edition of the Festival of World Heritage Expressions here in Florence in a hybrid way, but still in presence, at least for part of us. So as you know, the main aim of this festival is to encourage the interpretation and communication of a local cultural expression of destinations, promote local communities' cultural awareness, and enhance cities' international attractiveness, and change the consumeristic tourism and hospitality for inclusiveness, solidarity, and intercultural dialogue. The city of Florence and his wonderful Medici Palace and its Galleria delle Carrozze with its history and humanistic inheritance is the ideal place for generation of students in heritage and travel to start this journey beyond tourism, life beyond tourism, with the aim to travel to dialogue. Our ambitious goal is to reach the number of 500 places from 100 countries of the 5 continents within 2025. It's ambitious, but as I said yesterday, it's not impossible because it is a great challenge for all of us working together in order to promote the ideal and the history and the roots of our places and of our lands. I would like to step back and remind the idea that stands behind the festival. The events that have characterized the last 2 years of our lives demonstrate that social, economic, relational, and environmental balance of the world is very fragile. During the lockdown, we decided to create something accessible. Although we were in the midst of isolation, we were thinking about the future, moved by the desire to return to normality. We were aware that it would have been an important challenge considering global difficulties. Facing the pandemic, we adopted digital technology to travel the world, to continue intercultural dialogue and enhance cultural expressions. With the collaboration of the Romualdo Del Bianco Foundation and the International Meeting and Study Centers, we have launched a project with universities and other formative institutions in the Life Beyond Tourism network. The project was given the evocative name, Promising a Return to Daily Life, Back to Life, Revitalization of Places Post-COVID-19. In turn, this gave way to the creation of the international network of Life Beyond Tourism info points, which currently consists of 36 information points in 17 countries around the world, including Azerbaijan, Czech Republic, Georgia, Japan, India, Italy, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Kosovo, Latvia, Lithuania, Morocco, Poland, Russia, Taiwan, and the United Kingdom. Many more are expected to be established in the future. At the same time, we thought about how to contribute to the enhancement of places and how to communicate their authenticity, which was quite difficult at that time. Thanks to the Life Beyond Tourism model, we have chosen the theme of dialogue through images. We started sharing stories about the city of Florence in an international interactive and traveling exhibition, Florence in the World. The exhibition began to travel within the international info point, and you are part of this international network, and you have hosted the exhibition. So you are the real part of the beginning of the festival story. So laying the foundations for a grading program that resulted in a worldwide circular territorial marketing project named Florence in the World in Florence. In the coming 5 years, 2021 to 2025, the project will engage locals, public administration, authorities, educational institutions, museums, cultural foundations, group of students, young people, inhabitants, in raising cultural awareness and enhancing local identities. Local administrations and public authorities can share and offer an authentic and inner view of their birthplace through photo posters, videos, provided by the near-field communication technology. In other words, local stakeholders will aid potential visitors in enjoying the soul and flavors of places the pandemic prevents everybody from experiencing. Their eyes, hearts, and soul will lead us well beyond the touristic excursions and attractiveness. They lead us to grasp the spirit of the sites. So starting Florence in the World with the guided narration, the observer is introduced in the city, as you have seen, through the presentation of details and cultural expressions with online content expansion with the NFC technology. In this way, the whole world can get to know Florence and Tuscany through the eyes of their residents. And from here, thanks to the involvement of education and cultural institutions, thanks to you, and that of local authorities, and here we have a very active representation, the second phase of the program was born. That's the one of the return, the world in Florence. So places from all around the world are presented in Florence in their entirety, with knowledge and mastery, emphasizing products, landscape, and curiosities, presenting dialogue through images, and the World in Florence therefore improves the narration, transforming the exhibition and NFC content into a territorial marketing tool. enriching itself with new content, new places, and new cultural narratives, effectively enhancing and communicating the world's cultural expression. Our aim is also to make the World in Florence exhibition start to go around the world, inviting participants to most important events in the travel sector, in the cultural world, and help grow a network of occasions to make the World in Florence exhibition travel within the year 2022. The exhibition will return again to Florence over a 5-year period and will show itself to be more varied and intercultural than ever, and deeper in the content. So all this translates into a concrete contribution to the economic recovery of places that will be able to present themselves in a different way and become destination for conscious traveler. The conscious traveler is able to appreciate the items coming from local sources, zero product mile, and the unique pieces of craftsmanship. This traveler will visit small museums and become a stimulus for other travelers, thus overcoming the concept of the hit-and-run tourist. Conscious travelers will become temporary residents, hopefully increasing the average length of stay. We wish to express, of course, our deep satisfaction with the enthusiastic, prompt, and proactive responses received by the program by the entire national and international Life Beyond Tourism network, even during a global pandemic that has had uneven repercussion throughout the world. These positive responses constitute a strong message for desire for recovery from the Italian institutions which have joined the Luoghi Parlanti, a sort of talking places project, companies that have believed in it and collaborated from the beginning of the movement, patronage and collaborators. And of course, this is a very important moment. This is a turn into the view of a tourism-based globalization into a human-based and value-based globalization. I wish all of us to travel to dialogue in this journey that is starting today with 45 places around the world, and that will lead us to think over today and start enriching this network with our neighbors' countries, with our neighbors' institutions, in order to make a network over the network of present institutions and travel destinations. A transversal perspective to know the roots of our families, of our lives, of our institutions, and root them better in the soul of the next generation in order to disclose our future's eyes into our places worldwide. So thanks to all of you, and we are really looking forward to hear from your voices despite the distance, but thanks to the global help of technology, the way you did your research, your storytelling, and we know the passion, the active engagement of you, professors, deans, rectors, institutions, and students that, despite the dominous lockdowns, have always believed in this and felt this as a sort of light to watch and to look forward the final reopening and the freedom of traveling again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carlotta. Thank you, President. Buongiorno, buongiorno a tutti, a tutte from Florence, from Palazzo Medici Riccardi. We know very well that the pandemic forced a rethinking of all activities, but it's very clear that for the Del Bianco Foundation and for the Life Beyond Tourism movement, this rethinking has never been a stop to activities. Just consider the 3 volumes that in autumn of 2020 hosted the contributions presented by many authors at a forum that never took place in spring 2020. Forum dedicated to building peace through heritage. These publications were strongly wanted by the foundation and its movement, and were realized in just a few months to honor and thank the truly impressive network of relations with universities, with institutions, with associations, administrations, authorities, economic activities from all over the world. A network built up over years of passionate work. The 2020 forum should have brought to Florence representatives from 48 countries, 108 cities, 189 institutions from 5 continents. It's right today to remember this number, not for the quantitative data itself. These numbers are a synonym of hope and of a project of participation in the dream of civic growth with the tools which the President Emeritus Paolo Del Bianco has discussed on numerous occasions, starting with the idea of travel transcending the myth of consumer-driven services, the idea of human beings traveling for dialogue, traveling to trade experience in a broad framework in which all forms of heritage, natural and cultural, material and immaterial, are pressed into service to transmit values of peace, respect, the ability to listen, and hospitality. The pandemic has forced us to rethink our activities, but some key points of the Fondazione Del Bianco activities have not changed. If it's true that travel must become a high-level human experience, instrument of individual and collective growth, and not a mere consumption of services, then communities and territories have a central role in allowing travelers to immerse themselves in a cultural biography of places, cultural biography and complex biography of places. The President Carlotta Del Bianco spoke of luoghi parlanti, talking places, an almost fairy tale expression to underline this concept. territories and cultural expressions cannot and must not be expropriated of the story that concerns them. They must be active protagonists, not only to promote, but to exist. And it is with this spirit that the idea of this festival was born and developed. I would also like to recall a specific point of the Forum 2020 call for papers, and I do so with the aim of underlining the coherence of this first festival with all the activities and history of the Foundation and its Life Beyond Tourism movement. I quote from the call for papers of that Forum 2020 that was made impossible by pandemic. The promotion, protection, and enhancement of local cultural expressions are central in the Life Beyond Tourism movement. Life Beyond Tourism raises respect for cultural diversity, provides a new commercial offer based on a new ethic by raising awareness about the place's identities. This awareness, if positive and open, it's an important adjective when we speak about identity, positive and open, it's a potential element of individual and social stability and makes dialogue among different cultures possible. Social stability, it's important to underline. This is therefore a festival of listening and presenting territories. Very briefly, I would like to conclude on another point. The Foundation and its movement have accustomed us to rich and composite activities. On the one hand, the theoretical debate and the relationship with universities, academies, other important cultural institutions. And on the other hand, the voice left to the territories, the engagement with practical economic activities. This is a composite register that we also find in this festival, in which storytelling is alternated in the central part of the 2 days by an appointment with 4 experts who will lead us on the challenges that the pandemic framework offers. At 11, the keynote lectures by Giacomo Lorandi, Italy, the pandemic of COVID-19 as a way to reconsider the socioeconomic model of development, lessons from the past, from history. And Sabina Gieva, Azerbaijan, preserving heritage after pandemic, new tendencies and approaches. Tomorrow, it will be the turn of the keynote lectures by Gilbert Siame from Zambia, food system disruption in the era of COVID-19 in African cities, and after Giovanni Ruggeri from Italy, who will speak on tourism challenges from post-COVID era. Today, places and cultures are inundated by new questions, new concerns. There is a strong feeling that the world is going through a transition phase, initiated by the dramatic pandemic and the challenges it poses. The broad effects of the COVID on different issues and sectors are now part of the agendas of most international institutions and are widely discussed. Since its conceptualization in 1989, The Fondazione Romualdo Del Bianco mission was to promote dialogue among cultures through heritage and travel with respect to the environment. With this festival, the Fondazione Romualdo Del Bianco is taking part in international initiatives to contribute to the development of new ideas and to the rebirth of different sectors. Today is in many ways a festive day of a determined will to restart. Good work to all.
Thank you. Thank you very much, dear Carlotta. Thank you very much, dear Aurora. And now it's time to get straight to the first live experiment. So we will shoot the first picture of this day. So I would like to invite all our guests to sit at the here and turn the chairs. And meanwhile, I also welcome our friends from Cameroon, from the urban community of Bertoua in Cameroon that are coming here in spite of all the problems, and very, very, very welcome. So, mettiamoci tutti. So please, dear guest.
A group picture with
Sit, come here, everyone. And I would like to invite, please sit there. Look at the camera. See there. See there. Thank. Look at the camera. I would like to invite all the friends connected via Zoom to switch their video, and we will see on the background. Ecco qua. Ok.
Ci vedete tutti?
So. Great. So just a while, I invite again all the friends connected via Zoom to switch their video on, and we can shoot pictures that celebrates the opening of this first day of our festival, The World in Florence. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Congratulations, everyone.
Wonderful to see you all connected. Wonderful.
And now let's go straight with the program. And I would like to invite the technicians of the festival, to whom I express our personal gratitude for all the technical support, to show a short video for all of you connected via Zoom, a short video that show how has been your posters, your picture has been displayed in the historical Palazzo Medici Riccardi, in the historical downtown of Florence. So please, send the video for all our friends connected. Thank you. Alain, are you ready for coming here? Yeah, I will ask you. La presentazione del camerunese è già dentro? L'ho inviata.
È lui presente?
È qui, però non c'è.
Quando non è inviato?
Have you a flashcard with your presentation? A flashcard?
No, I don't have.
No, you don't have. Okay, just a Okay, thank you again to our staff, technical staff, for those videos. I hope that all of you connected had the chance to breathe the atmosphere that, as yesterday, we all share during the opening of the exhibition, with all the works that you all have prepared